Alright, what's going on, guys? Trev back again, here to bring you another video. This one's going to be doing a video giving my thoughts on the new short Negan promo, I Am Everywhere, for Season 7. And I'll put the link in the description so you guys can go ahead and check out the promo yourselves if you didn't catch it. It was on Sunday night during Fear the Walking Dead. But I know a lot of you guys don't like Fear. It's cool. So we're going to split those up. We're going to split up the videos and that. And I'm going to cover anything that really pops up for Fear along with, the video uploaded usually. In this case, it's from comicbook.com. Links in the description, and you guys can check it out, the Negan I Am Everywhere promo. So it seems like each week with Fear, they're giving us a little bit more with Negan, and I really like the what I use for the thumbnail, the Negan on the back shot, like where instead of it like being The Walking Dead season 7 and you have like Rick in the title or something like we had for season 6 where he's kind of kneeling and it's got that logo TWD, you guys know, for the Blu-ray or the DVD right there, and he's kind of in the background like a gunmetal. Now it's like Negan show, like Negan is taking shit over. So really awesome. I love it, and I love how it shows it like with the bat. At the back and everything. It's like, oh man, so sweet. And I finished my Lucille bat finally, which is pretty awesome. I think it turned out okay. And this is funny, actually. What I use for this, I'm going to do probably like a Halloween tutorial cosplay for Negan pretty soon. But what I use for this is actually the wire from my first webcam that I used on YouTube for the first like 4 years until I got this one. So it's literally webcam wire, and I just cut it and I just put some stuff around it. So it was free to do basically, and I put some black for the circle and some red. There is a pretty cool one coming out from McFarlane Toys. Lucille, but and it's the right size. It's like the same size as this, which is the same size as the TV series version that Jeffrey D. Morgan uses, but it's all plastic, whereas this is actually real. This is real legit wood, right? And so I love that. Like you can actually use this to hit balls and stuff, right? So it's pretty cool. So it's fun. I was gonna buy actual barbed wire, but it's like $80. So maybe eventually I'll upgrade it, and this thing will become an actual weapon. Well, it's kind of a weapon anyway, but even worse when it's got real barbed wire. But I'm thinking it's gonna get stuck to stuff as I'm moving it around. So that's the issue. So yeah, fun stuff. It was fun to do that. So thought I would do this one, I Am Everywhere. So thoughts on the promo. It's a cool little promo. I like to see it. The more we get of Jeffrey D. Morgan as Negan, the more excited I get for Season 7. And it's really weird how in the last year to 2 years, with the comic book series and, of course, now with the TV series version of Negan, he is becoming, for me, like one of my favorite characters in comics. Not just Walking Dead, but in comics in general. He definitely would be in my top 5 favorite characters for the comic book series from what he's done. And he keeps moving up. Like, he's moving up the list for me in terms of my favorite. Of course, you got Rick up there. You've got Carl, but then Negan is really becoming. At some point, I wouldn't be surprised if I actually like Negan more than Rick, as weird as that would sound, because, of course, he's not in the first 100 issues of the comic, or 99 issues anyway. And the TV series, he just showed up, but there's just so much hype around him and everything. It's just so awesome. So other thoughts on it, it's one thing that's a little bit different from the comic book series for me, and I've kind of given my thoughts on this throughout Q&As this summer and everything, is that the TV series version of Negan seems to be more down to earth, more relaxed, more realistic, whereas when I read the comic books and you see from his facial expressions and everything, Negan's very comic booky, in the well, makes sense, right? But he's very he's very kind of animated in his actions. At least the way I read him is he's kind of crazy and he's kind of sadistic, and he'll have these crazy smiles and this crazy. He's very id-based. He's very kind of nutty. And the TV series version, he seems to be a lot more serious than the comics. Now, a lot of people say, well, it's just a season 6 finale. But based on this, in the promo, of course, with the trailer and everything, to me it looks more like, no, it seems like this is a more serious version of Negan that doesn't quite joke around as much as the comic version. So we'll see how the TV series version compares, and I'll, of course, do videos in the future on that. But really excited to see him, and there's some new little parts. Spinning Lucille, picture from the back with Lucille, one of him like holding Dwight. if you slow it down, you look at it really carefully, and then the I am everywhere, and kind of giving them the idea that whatever they had is gone now. It's a new system, new player in town. Very cool. And the second part of this one's going to be from Andy Guadalupe, who asked a great question. He said, why is Negan such a popular character in today's world and in the comics? And I think, personally, I think it's because he's one of the best characters Kirkman has ever done. I think he's actually a lot better than the Governor, because he's not just a villain, but even the way Kirkman describes him is that, you know, from our perspective he is, but Rick in a lot of ways can be even worse than Negan. Rick could, you know, kill everybody that he finds, as he did in the TV series. And at least with Negan, he's going to force people to work for him and kind of build this power mafia type structure where he's at the top of the pyramid and everybody else he adds on underneath him. He's just a really polarizing, fun character, I think, and he's evil. Of course, he's got some sadism in there. He is evil, I would say, for sure. And if you read the comics and then you see the things he does, he doesn't have much trouble killing. He doesn't feel very empathetic towards those that he does kill, and will do what's necessary. But he's just a really fun character. He's got the comedy side of him. He can be serious when he needs to be. He swears like crazy in the comics, which is fun. And in the TV series, a Blu-ray cut as well. And he's just a lot of fun as a character for The Walking Dead. I think the design, even for Lucille, and even the Here's Negan stuff, and how he named the bat and everything. Kirkman, I think, did a great job with writing Negan, and I'm so glad that the series did not end with the group reaching Alexandria, because had it have done so, we would never have had Negan as a villain and as a character in the series. So, yeah, for me, he's definitely one of my favorite characters from the entire show, for sure, or the entire comic book series, from The Walking Dead in general, and one of my favorite villains in comics, period. He's just a lot of fun to read. You never know what he's going to do next. You never know what he's going to say. And, yeah, he's hilarious, man. So Negan rules. And, yeah, and I'll pretty much call it here for today's video today, guys. Got a Fear Q&A coming tomorrow. Of course, Walking Dead new issue hits tomorrow, so I'll be reviewing that as well, and got some other videos lined up for this week. Send me other questions you got for the Q&A. We're getting closer now to season 7, so really getting excited. Should be a lot of fun. Can't wait to see the premiere. And man, we're getting into the territory now. It's September, so it's like we're getting there. It's not like, oh, it's the summertime and it's so far away. It's starting to become not so far away, so I can't wait. If you guys like the video, please don't forget to thumb it up. Always appreciate it, guys. Thumb it the hell up. You can also share. You can favorite. And if you're new and you want to sub, please subscribe, bottom left, for future Walking Dead videos, including the Season 7 reviews and all kinds of great stuff coming up. That's it for this video, guys. We'll see you again soon for another. As always, it's Trev, and I'm saying peace. Later, guys. See ya. You can share, you can favorite, you can subscribe. Hell, you're all going to be doing that.